Hey up everyone, I'm back again. So I got a notification earlier on about update on my Moto X International, and I was eagerly anticipating when Lollipop would come down on the Moto X as well as the Moto G. It doesn't seem to have come down on the Moto G yet, but just installed it on the X and I'm very happy with it. In terms of the actual build of it, you've kept it stock, you know, that's been the focus of the Moto X line, and they have done some moving around of different things that I've noticed as well, but you get, you know, what you're familiar with other Lollipop devices. In regards to the notification drop down now, where you can control things a bit easier. I always found it a bit finicky going into the settings up here, clicking something and then trying to control the settings that way. I thought it was a bit weird compared to like your TouchWiz, etc., which allows you to control the brightness at the top. I thought that was quite useful, and it's good to see that Google have integrated that into Lollipop. So obviously you can control that quite easily now. You can control as well the torch as well, which is quite useful because it saves me having to download a third-party app from the Play Store to do that. And you've got your cast screen as well, which if you've got a Chromecast on the network, you can quickly cast to that. And I do like these buttons as well, which have come on, which are quite funky. Obviously they do look a bit different to how they were before, but they're quite intuitive. You pretty much know what they do because they're in the same type of position. As you can see as well, we've got that nice multitasking kind of carousel window, which very nice and pretty, and very like the Chrome tab kind of view. And swipe to the left, you've got your Google Now, which seems to be quite accurate in regards to what's coming through, like in terms of my interests. Quite scary actually, but you can see that you know, it's pulling through pretty much all the information that I need, and it is quite easy to get into it now. You don't have to mess around so much. You can just put your finger there and swipe up and it's there. So seems to be quite good, although have they actually improved upon the functionality of it? We can just have a quick check. Turn Bluetooth on.
Opening Bluetooth settings.
You see, I think there's still some way to go when it comes to these little things. You know, you can do that using S-Voice, which I have tried in another video, and it turns it on, so I would have liked that, but it is getting better and better obviously, and you do get this nice kind of app drawer obviously, which explodes in your face, and it is a very refreshing change from you know, the traditional app drawer that we've had since, well, since Eclair. I think it's been pretty much the same. Settings, they've gotten rid of the hollow launcher type of theme, and we've gone with the white and cyan kind of look, which the hollow launcher has been the hollow theme has been in since ICS on your Galaxy Nexus, so very refreshing here. And as you can see, pretty much standard settings, but I've noticed that Moto functionality, such as your touchless controls, Moto voice, etc., seems to have been put here as a setting. So from here you can control, for example, your glance kind of apps, which appear on your locks, well, on the when you powered off the device. So they come up here basically as little icons, which is quite cool. And obviously you've got your other things such as your voice, such as OK Dexter's Laboratory. What is the weather in 2 days' time? So still a bit of way to go, I think. I am quite awkward with my voice commands, but it is useful for when you're just getting into the car and you want to start the sat-nav session or something. But actions as well. It looks like I think these were on the Kit Kat as well. What's this? Approach from Moto display. Yeah, we're aware of that. We know that's a very useful feature. Although you do seem to really need to shake it a little bit more than on my old Moto X. But in terms of the camera, I haven't noticed too many changes, to be honest. It's still with the material design kind of interface, which is very simple and get the job done kind of thing. I would have liked it if they'd built more stuff in to give me a bit more control over the camera settings when I can be bothered. But you do get obviously 4K still, as well as your ability to do widescreen or standard. So they've not taken away anything, which is pretty cool. And I'm quite happy overall with the camera performance on the device. I will be doing a quick comparison eventually of the camera with the S5, so look out for that. But other than that, you've got the Project Volta, obviously, which should hopefully improve the battery life. And I have to say, battery life on the device has been very decent for me. It's not quite up there with what I'd consider to be premium smartphone standards when it comes to battery life, like your Z3 Compact, as well as your Note 4, but it's certainly a lot better than the Nexus 5 and some other 2300 mAh kind of batteries. So I'm quite pleased with it, and so far it seems that Lollipop has made it a little bit, well, given it a bit more staying power, but I need to do a bit more testing, I think, before I can conclusively see a difference. But it certainly meets my expectations, and just would have liked to have seen a removable battery. I think that would have been nice, maybe something to remember on the next iteration. You get your multi-user support as well, which is very useful. So as you can see, I've already gone into the guest profile, so it says, do I want to continue with that, or do I want to go into a completely new session, which is very useful really, if you don't want people checking out your phone and your contacts, etc., posting things on Facebook. And you can see you got a nice Lollipop dialer, which sounds quite standard, not much to see there really. And you've got your clock as well, which should be around there. So clock looks a bit more bluer this time. Used to be quite black and white affair, but a little bit different there. The kind of lock screen, you can see the things that have been done in the background, such as your downloaded apps, as well as your battery life stats and things like that. Very useful. I think I've got the hang of the camera now. When you're on the actual lock screen, you need to swipe to the left to go into it. And it doesn't matter where your finger is. Swipe to the right and you go to the dialer, which wasn't immediately apparent to me, but I can see now where they're coming from in regards to that. It might take some remembering to do that, but it's certainly easier than going into the corner, I guess, to go into it. But I do like these like animations which come on when you go into different stuff, such as the audio effects, for example. You can see how it kind of folds up and then the previous screen goes behind. I think that's very neat and cool. And while I'm on the actual audio effects screen, you can see they have made some changes to it. You've got purple meters now, but the core settings seem to be pretty much the same. So you can set your like custom things there, but very digging the new kind of styling of it. The whole device itself just feels even more faster than it was previously, which I didn't think was possible to get any faster, to be honest. You know, just going into different stuff feels a lot more natural and buttery. Before it was fast, and I didn't notice any lag whatsoever, but now and again it did feel a bit disjointed, with like the apps becoming more and more material design, whereas you're still on KitKat kind of thing. But now I think that because it's on Lollipop, it really you know, everything just works now, and it's even faster than it was before. So you know, I'm very happy with the speed on this device. Makes my S5 feel like 2-3 years old in terms of the speed. But yeah, you know, props to Moto for getting it out so quick as well. Very happy with it. I'm barely acquainted with KitKat on the device, to be honest, so it's been quite a nice treat before Christmas to get it this fast. But if I find anything else out, I'll post it up, and I hope to do some like comparisons with other Lollipop devices, see which one's most optimized. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to post this up, and hope you found it informative and enjoyable, and if you did, please like the video, and I will be back next time. Cheers.